You watched the first episode of Chainsmoking Cat.
Yeah, I did.
Is it worth a damn?
I can't tell. A lot of people say it gets worse and worse, but
Good.
the reason I checked it out was twofold.
Okay.
One,
Because you're like, is smoking back in, first off?
I was like, well, I'm so addicted to smoking anime.
Yes.
That when there wasn't one this week, I had to get my fix.
I gotta find that cigarette real quick.
And so the trailer for Chainsmoker Cat was awesome. I loved the animation.
They referenced a million. It was a Chainsaw Man intro, was what it was.
Yeah, it's a Chainsaw Man. Well, the intro is great. The trailer was great. Like, the animation's really good. It reminds me of, like, Chainsaw Man or The Summer Hikaru Died in terms of, like, color palette and fluidity. And, like, it's just got kind of, like, a cool style. Like, you look at any freeze frame of it, and it just has a sick vibe. I mean, it's like a cat girl smoking a cig.
Yes.
It's visually cool.
Yeah.
The second reason, it's threefold, actually.
It's like it was Uma Musume was meant for adults.
Yeah, exactly. Just give all the horses cigarettes, and I'll think it's
100%.
cooler.
You see him after the race, like,
Yeah, like,
I broke my leg. They're gonna shoot me in the fucking head.
I guess it wouldn't make sense considering they're athletes.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know about that. You ever seen Babe Ruth? Dude had a stogie in his mouth all the time.
Yeah, but I also hear that Babe Ruth. You might have told me this, though,
What?
which means it's suspect.
But very fair.
I'd also heard that Babe Ruth would get absolutely obliterated by, like, the worst modern MLB player.
He wouldn't even be close. Yeah. Like, if Babe Ruth had to, like, take, like, 3 at-bats from Tarek Skubal, I think he'd poop by the second one.
First off,
Tarek Skubal throw you for a little bit of
shit up.
Tarek Skubal is the best pitcher in the MLB
if he
right
had to
now.
go up against Schmunkus the Arm Blumpus,
Yeah,
then
dude, if Babe Ruth saw Shohei Ohtani, he'd be like, I don't even know what the fuck to do with this.
Shohei Ohtani, I know. That's the one. Him and Derek Jeter.
No, Derek Jeter has not played baseball for about a decade and a half.
Can he do 5?
5 baseball players?
A-Rod.
Okay, all Yankees. Good.
I've done 3.
You've done 1 Dodger and 2 Yankees.
Yes. Oh, man. Oh, man.
You're from the East Coast.
Well,
Baseball matters there.
Just Derek Jeter.
That's not... Well, I guess you grew up in Connecticut, which is a bastard state that...
It's a bastard
a bastard state that believes that they belong to the Yankees, which is hilarious.
Yeah, in terms of sports, we are a bastard state.
Literally connected to fucking Massachusetts. And they're like, oh, Daniel, we're the Yankee fan. So everyone's... I fucking hate Connecticut.
What's Massachusetts' baseball team? The Sox.
Hey, but what color?
Well, I thought it was Boston. Red.
There you go.
Dude, growing up on the East Coast, had you believing that the Yankees and the Red Sox were the only 2 teams in the World Series every year?
Because objectively...
I thought they were like the protagonist and antagonist teams.
From 2009 to 2017, they were.
Really?
I mean, you throw in some Giants in there, but yeah.
I can't believe I can't do it.
The Sox won 4 between 2004. It was 2001.
Give me a Yankee player from 2007.
Okay. Fucking a Yankee player from 2007. There was the catcher. Who the fuck? What was his name? He had an Italian-ass name.
A-Rod, Derek Jeter, Shohei Ohtani, Bubba Watson.
Bubba Watson is a golfer. Really good. Really.
Can he do 5?
Can he do 5 baseball? I do not know why you know
5
Bubba
golfers.
Watson.
Bubba Watson?
An objectively okay golfer.
Bubba Watson's the best one.
He
was the one golfing when I was looking at the TV that day. He's the best one.
It's ironically like 2012 when Bubba Watson was like a top 5 golfer.
That was more recent, I think.
Bubba Watson is a good golfer.
Anyway, Chainsmoking Cat is...
I know you need to do 2 more.
I really don't know if I can.
You know Babe Ruth?
Ruth?
I'll give you Babe Ruth.
Dennis Rodman.
He's a basketball player. He was in the Bulls. He was on the 96 Bulls.
Can he do 15 basketball players? Because that's 11.
Dennis Rodman and Bubba Watson.
Wait.
Baseball names.
Jackie Robinson.
Very good job. Very good job.
There we go.
Wow. So,
one more. He can do 6.
Yes.
Boggs.
As in Wade.
Wade Boggs.
Yes, Wade Boggs. Very good job. Mickey Mantle. Yeah. I'm trying to think of other iconic ones you would know.
It's hard, huh?
I was trying to think of like iconic. I could name 1,000 baseball players. I was just trying to think of big names you would know. Hank Aaron.
Nope.
Babe Ruth.
Nope.
Barry Bonds.
Yes.
But fucking Dave Roberts.
Nope.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
My dad.
Your dad? Yeah, your dad.
Anyway, Chainsmoking Cat.
Yes.
Everyone said it was disgusting. Everyone was like, some people were really excited about it, including myself. And then when
Jorge
it came,
Posada, that's who I was thinking.
I knew that one too.
Jorge Posada, yeah.
Everyone was excited about it, and they fucking. It apparently is like vile, like unbelievably disgusting.
What do
and
you mean,
it just gets worse and worse. Well, I'll give you an example, Nick.
Okay, cool, yeah.
In episode 1, she is like getting changed, and her like landlord. Well, it's a big chain of events actually.
Of course.
Her landlord.
Getting changed usually is.
Her landlord of the apartment is like sweeping the courtyard.
Okay.
And she dumps her jar of like cigarette sludge onto his naked bald head.
Okay, good.
And then he goes up.
Sounds like a bad tenant.
She sucks.
Yeah.
He goes up, he bangs on her door, and he's like, "You can't be doing this, blah, blah." And then he catches her like changing. And so she takes her shirt off, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And then like for a single frame, he has the hardest erection you've ever seen.
Huge. It's like an impact frame of his dick getting erect. Good.
He like slams the door, and for one frame, it's like a profile shot, and you just see his dick is touching the door.
That's pretty good.
And then he turns around, and then she's like, "Haha, got out of paying rent this month." And then
Because she's like, oh wow, I know how blackmail
Yeah,
material
exactly.
on my landlord. Sick.
But then she's on the toilet, and then she hears him downstairs jerking off to the memory of her. And he's like saying some Sheldon Cooper shit where he's like, "Soft kitty, warm kitty." And he's beating off. And then it goes back to her, and she's like camp counselor style sitting on her toilet. And you can just see the shit coming out of her ass into the toilet. So people say it's gross.
That's
That's
guess
in the first couple minutes.
that's insane.
Yeah, it's relentless.
And it just gets more fucking grotesque.
That's the
it is called Chainsmoking Cat. I don't know if we thought it should have been like the moral high standing of anime.
Here's the thing. That's the grossest that episode gets. And then it kind of peters out. People say that they don't like it because it glorifies smoking, and they have like this really strong moral stance against it.
Right in my ear.
It absolutely is clear that she is like living a disgusting, reprehensible lifestyle.
It's like looking at Always Sunny and being like, the things that they do are being encouraged. And it's like, no, unless you want to live with like a toe knife and like worm nights with Frank and fucking Charlie, like this is not a lifestyle that's being encouraged.
Yeah, it's like, it's very clear, one, that like she's living in squalor, and then two, the motivation is that like the episode ends with her having a scare in her dream where she's like at the doctor with her sister, and the doctor's like, "You have like a month to live." And then her sister's devastated, and then she wakes up and she's all freaked out, and she calls her sister and she's like, "I'm gonna quit smoking, I promise." And they look up at the sky together, and they're like, she's like, "Oh, you can see the stars are beautiful." And she kind of has this moment where she like appreciates life under the idea that like we are looking at the same stars, and isn't that beautiful? And then they do a silly thing where she's like, "Did I hear you drag a cigarette?" And she's like, "Ooh, tastes so good." But like, I can't tell if it's doing something artsy. It's really hard to tell if it is like reprehensible trash or being artsy and has heart.
Like artsy in a Tarantino-esque way where it's like, it's gonna be gross.
Or in like a Chainsaw Man way, even,
Yes.
where it's like, if you watch it without your brain on at all, it's like, this is just horny and like a bunch of half-naked women.
Yeah.
And if you watch it with a brain, you're like, oh no, this is about like this kid being like manipulated and like a coming of age story that's a tragedy.
Really? I mean, like,
No, that's Chainsaw Man.
I was gonna say, like, this very much sounds like a girl just like dealing with the depths of addiction here.
It is. Well, that's the thing too, is it's like very, like, people are like, "Oh, she's annoying, she's hard to watch." Dude, it's
It's a story about a character living in squalor. Like, she's supposed to like represent like decisions you don't want to make. That's gonna piss you off.
Yeah, well, it's like not easy to watch someone struggle with addiction from the outside because it's so easy for your brain to
be
fall
like,
into
stop.
to fall into the toxic mentality of like, well, just don't do it.
Yeah.
You know, like,
And it's like, oh yeah, what do you mean you're smoking? What have you tried not smoking? And it's like, yeah, every day of my fucking life, actually, I tried to not smoke. You think I like smelling like smoke? Oh, the 4th episode of Bleach came out,
Let's go.
which means I can now start rewatching it.
Nice.
Yippee, yes.
But I was just gonna say, to wrap up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it just challenges it challenges that in people to be like, hey, like, watch her at a patient pace and don't immediately be like, oh, just fucking clean your room, you know? Like, anyway.
Yeah, it's good. Like, it's good lesson to learn where it's like, you can't fix people. in the way that you believe you can.
Yeah, I think it's interesting in like it's an interesting experiment in the viewer is the one being forced to learn a lesson when the protagonist kind of isn't.
Yeah.
It's like instead of watching like Zuko get redeemed, it's as if Zuko's being awful the whole time and wants redemption, but the show is like, you be the bigger person and like support her through it. Yeah,
give him the room and the space to like be different.
Yeah.
That is very interesting. I kind of like that. Like it's almost like people like, but the thing is like this generation would be like, oh, it's rage bait, and it's like no, that's not it. That's not it at all. Like it's like meant to make you look inward and be like, oh, just because someone's not changing or being the person that I want them to be doesn't mean that their lived experience is any less valuable than mine.
Yeah.
Like some people just go through things differently. Yeah. That is interesting. That actually makes me kind of want to watch it.
Check it out. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the next few episodes are like just trash.
It's just gonna be just like way more boob sequences. You're gonna be like, listen, I'd like to formally apologize here.
Yeah. It's like I see on the news, it's like the poop industry actually made this as propaganda.
Yeah,